My name is David Suarez. I'm a partner with PwC. I'm based in Dubai, and I lead all the human capital consulting activities for the firm in the Middle East.
Thanks, David. My name is Stuart Schooler. I'm a financial services partner with PwC, based in Dubai with regional roles. One of the things I'm responsible for is championing he for she for the Middle East.
I think finance is undergoing a huge amount of transformation in this region. I mean, I think I'm involved right now in a couple of large-scale initiatives around IFRS, so International Financial Reporting Standards, and VAT implementation. They're both kind of compliance. I would say from a workforce perspective, there's challenges around building that capability. So you need to bring in those people from abroad oftentimes because you cannot find that talent in the region, and you need to build that capability within the region itself. And in order to bring those people in, you're going to have to make them culturally aware. They need to kind of fit in. You need to be able to bring in that functional diversity that we've talked about earlier, while at the same time creating a common culture around compliance, because that compliance culture, again, I think it's in early stages in the Middle East. The first thing I'd say is, again, you need to bring in complementary capabilities, right? These are capabilities from a functional perspective, and I think from a broader diversity perspective. Second, I think, again, motivation. Motivation is crucial. You need to create that motivation in people. Motivation has proved to be a lot more effective than just pure intelligence. You will be able to get a lot more out of someone who's truly motivated than someone who's very, very intelligent. And then the last thing that I'd say is you've got to have personal involvement in the development of your team members. You've got to recognize their successes, you've got to push them, you've got to challenge them, recognize and celebrate success as well. I think those components are important.
So I think there's a lot about managing an effective team, and we've spoken a lot about diversity today in terms of having diverse people, but I don't think a lot of people really understand what diversity means. And sometimes I think it's about consciously making decisions about the people you choose to work with who are completely different than you. If you want to really make some valued decisions and make a difference, in my experience, deliberately working with individuals who come from completely different backgrounds or have completely different points of view makes a real difference.
Look, I think on the topic of AI, I find it's an absolutely fascinating subject. I mean, we lead human capital activities in the Middle East, and one of the areas of research for us right now is what is that interface? How is the workforce going to be disrupted? I think finance is one of the areas where there's already a lot of disruption, not just with AI, with blockchain technology and many other things. I think it's a fact that the world in 10 years' time is going to be very, very different. And we need to somehow embrace it. You know, the train has kind of left the station. We better get on with it, or else we're going to be left behind. Today, a great amount of finance decisions are being made by robots, right? I mean, we know about algorithmic trading and a whole bunch of other disciplines where humans are basically not involved. That trend is going to continue. And I think that's very hard for people to accept. Jobs will be eliminated, but jobs have been eliminated ever since the printing press was invented, right? What did those scribes do, you know, after Gutenberg invented the printing press? Well, they had to do something. You know, this has happened over the past, you know, ever since the world is the world, right? So this is no different. I think we just have to get on with it and accept the fact that this is not about us versus them. It's not about humans versus machines. It's about humans embracing machines and cooperating with them. And for that, we need to build that technology, being technology savvy, into the very nature of what we do and how we work.
I mean, when I look at finance functions, they're going through an extraordinary amount of change and disruption, and that's natural, and David's touched on it, but if we look at what's happening around artificial intelligence, robotics, and other technology developments, in a way, some people think that's threatening the finance functions. I don't actually believe that. I think there is very unique roles for the finance function to continue to play as we look forward, and the human piece will always be an important part of any finance function in any organisation.